YouTube's broken. So I didn't want to make a video like this simply because I don't feel like I need to be getting involved with this, but I feel like as a content creator on this site, I need to say something, at least something. So YouTube's broken. That's plain to see. It's been broken for quite some time now. But what they're doing now is affecting the whole community, and I feel like the community should say something about this. This needs to get blown up. This needs to we need to get word to YouTube that this isn't gonna fly. But I'm gonna hit you with what I mean by YouTube's broken. So a couple months back, they showed off these new terms and services. They put in force these new terms and services, I should say, against cyberbullying. And cyberbullying was mostly, well, what people knew him as was RiceGum and Leafy is Here. Now, the whole terms and services basically targeted both their channels. Now, RiceGum, being who he was, he took it with a grain of salt. He did what he did, and he's still relevant. But it basically killed off Leafy is Here, his channel. But it wasn't the terms and services, because terms and services alone aren't going to just, shut down your video. You just adjust it. It's a system. It can be, finessed. You can mess with it. So it wasn't just the terms and services. They enforced this new thing where you would get unsubbed from the channel. You would get notified that they uploaded the video, therefore affecting their views. And affecting their views is affecting their ad revenue, because if people aren't watching the videos, they're not watching the ads, so your YouTuber that you're watching isn't getting paid. So it killed off a couple, people, because they depend on views, and if people aren't getting notified, then they're not seeing the content. Now everyone knows about the bell, and that notifies you that when your favorite YouTuber uploads a video. But that wasn't just the whole, the problem. People were, coming to the conclusion that, maybe it was just, their channels got stale, people stopped watching. But that wasn't the case. It was just simply YouTube trying to get, fight back against cyberbullying, trying to give them less and less relative, making them less and less relevant as a channel, so their channels would die. But that wasn't the end of YouTube's, brokenness, I should say. There was the YouTube sub glitch, and I'm gonna roast, a clip of that right now. It was broken. You were losing thousands of subs at a given moment. It was hectic as heck. People were tripping out because they were losing thousands of subs, a second, not even a second, but they were losing subs at a rapid pace. And every time you would upload a video, you would lose more and more subs, and people were confused why. Now, people came to the conclusion, and this is a theory that got proven that it was kind of right, that when you unsub to someone, you would lose 2 subs. So if I subbed to one channel, I unsubbed, then they would lose 2 subs. I count as 2 subs, which is crazy because I don't know how you break a system that was working just fine. But I digress. Then there was the whole YouTube Heroes thing to kind of get their terms and services out there, because obviously YouTube can't watch every video on the internet. The system can't go through every video on the internet and, you tell it, oh, that's bad, that's bad, that's bad, take this off the site, let's violate terms of services. So they had these YouTube snitches, I should call them, because that's what they basically did. They snitch out a video that was against terms of services, and they would take it down. Simple as that. And they hyped this up. I haven't heard nothing about it since the initial, announcement of it. So I don't know if it's still relevant. It hasn't happened to me. I haven't heard it happen to anyone else. So I don't know what happened to that. It either died, or it wasn't relevant, or they just didn't go through with it because of how much backlash you got on it. So after that, they went up against and said, they actually confronted the problem and said the YouTube sub glitch that everyone's complaining about, it's not real. It's not happening. So what the heck? People are seeing 2 subs, they're seeing their subs, decreased every time they upload a video. That's not a problem. It was, no big deal. And everyone called them out, like, how are you going to say it's not a big deal, but it kind of is when people are losing thousands of subs at a day. So they said it wasn't nothing, and people took it with a grain of salt, and they kept uploading. So time goes on, and YouTube, announces, that clickbait is, not, you shouldn't be using clickbait, and there's a lot of clickbait on the channel. But clickbait has been what's been getting people's views. That's what's getting people's livelihood. That's how they're getting their ad revenue, because they have to clickbait, because YouTube isn't properly categorizing or properly giving them importance as say a paid video that went on the trending tab. Now I'm gonna talk about the trending tab. The trending tab is something that it's a viral video basically, or something that like a movie trailer, like the Star Wars trailer, or Guardians of the Galaxy. They would go on the trending tab because YouTube would get paid to show them off. So the movie would get hype, and you'd be like, oh snaps, let's watch that movie, or let's go look at this product, it looks so cool. But everyone had a theory that the more interaction you had on your channel, the more likelihood you would go up on the trending tab. So people had videos where you would just leave a bunch of likes, or you would leave a bunch of comments to see if you get up on the trending tab. That wasn't the case. Everyone thought that was the case of how you got on the trending tab. That wasn't the case. Because if that was the case, Roman Atwood would have a video up there every day. Not every other day, every day. Because his vlogs get a lot of views on his channel, because that's what he does. Everyone loves Roman. And if it was based on views, then, interactive, with your subs and comments and likes and such, then that would be up there every day. That wasn't the case. It's whatever, YouTube deems is, how do I say this? Whatever YouTube deems is, that it's up their alley, that it's going to help them. So what is crazy to me is that they kept saying nothing was wrong with the system, and it's just a theory right now because no one actually has proof of what's going on. But a YouTube employee at PAX East, because PAX East was I think last weekend, there was an after party, and this guy got a little bit tipsy and leaked that there's this new age gate thing that's going on, and that's why people were getting unsubbed and you couldn't sub back to their channel. It was a huge, it answered so many questions because people were puzzled, like, why is this happening? And this guy kind of blew the lid off of it. And the only reason I'm talking about it is because it makes sense. And I'm getting all this from John Alert. So I'm not, quoting that this, is, perfect information, because they don't even know if it's, if it's solid information, because, like, who is it? It's just a guy that got a little bit too tipsy at a party. So what I'm about to say is, I don't know if it's right. It might be proven wrong. But basically what he was saying is YouTubers are going to get categorized in age limits. So a YouTuber that makes kid-friendly content, people, 13 and under, they can sub to a channel. But say they wanted to look up PewDiePie and they're 13, and PewDiePie, being more controversial, and he does what he does, which is funny, and it's satire and it's comedic, but he says fuck and other profound words. You're not going to be able to look them up. You're not going to be able to search them up, and your people that are subbed to him that are not in the age limit are going to get unsubbed. Now, from what he said, is it's all in beta, so it's not set in stone yet. They don't even know if it's going to roll out permanently, but you can already see the effect it's having on channels. And if this does happen, this limits people's growth until, like, say you got all the subs of all the 14 to 17 year olds. Then you have to wait another year to grow and get another 14 to 17, another 14, the new 14 year olds. Simple as that. You have to wait. Now, that's crazy to me because you can't show off your creativity. YouTube has been more about clickbait. Creativity has died on this platform, and it's sad to see because you don't see a quality video. You see clickbait of someone's girlfriend half naked on the screen. But, and I'm saying but a lot, and I'm sorry, but this gets me mad. So, not only are they messing with people's livelihood, because this could make and break someone's career. You're unsubbing people. And most people are smart enough, they put a different age than their actual age. They put, like, they're 45 when they're actually 12. And that's smart. But, I mean, not everyone's doing that. Some people are putting their actual date and age. So, you're going to get unsubbed from a channel, and you're not going to be able to find that channel again. So, it puts the question forth that is YouTube really just trying to mess over their content creators, the people that make the website who it is? Because I'm pretty sure the people that post content are what make you money. You know, that's what makes YouTube relevant as a website. So why would they do this to their content creators? Who knows? They think it's right, and they're not telling anybody. And until then, people are gonna make videos like this, like I'm doing right now. But I feel like everyone should kind of make a video about this. You know, that's a content creator, because this isn't just affecting one or two people. This is affecting the whole community. This is limiting your audience, and your audience is what, you know, makes you who you are. That's your family. It's limiting who can become a part of your family. You know, it's kind of like, oh, you got to be at least 14 to be in my family. And it's crazy because the people that are borderline, you know, that make kid-friendly content and make, you know, profound content, you don't know where you're gonna end up. You don't know if you're gonna end up in kid-friendly or if you're gonna end up in, you know, less kid-friendly. You know, which sucks. Now, like I said, I don't know if this is permanent. I just thought I'd make a video on it and say my piece. I think it's pretty crazy. I don't like it at all. I don't like the idea of it, and it might not get, you know, it might not actually happen. From what I'm hearing, it's beta testing, and it's running through and doing what it's doing. But if it does become a thing, this is gonna kill the sites, and people need to make videos about this. So I urge you guys to not only like the video and comment down what you guys think, but more importantly, to share the video and get this known, because this is a problem. And as a community, we are strong and we can fight back against this, because what we say matters, and they need to know what they're doing. It can't happen. They need to stop what they're doing. But, and I don't know, guys. This kind of hit me, and I'm like, holy crap, this is bad. This is actually gonna, you know, this is gonna actually make people mad. But I digress. I'm done. I'm gonna step off my soapbox here. Share the video, guys. Like the video. Comment what you think. Subscribe to the channel, you know, if you're new. I don't post content like this, so if you stay to the end of the video, I don't post content like this. I usually post, you know, gameplay or anything else, you know. But anyway, guys, it's been Rusty, and I'm out. Peace.